Assalamu Alaikum everyone, I'm Ahmed Rukar and welcome back. So in this video I'm gonna show a brief of my old project I made 2 years ago using HTML and CSS animation. So I'm gonna use a quick demo review to show you what it's like. It's inspired by it was inspired by the game called Dancing Lines, where I installed the Dancing Line tune and started making projects for them. Uh, 2 years ago, I was just a HTML coder. I didn't know about any other programming language, so I used to make projects on that. So let us look at what here I have here. So here I have my HTML file, my CSS, my ringtone, and just my wallpaper. So I click on my HTML file and you can see here there are some kind of soundtracks that are moving on their own. And I have my audio. Uh, I have my audio. I use the autoplay method to autoplay this when the file reloads, but it doesn't. But Chrome doesn't let this work. So I just reload and quickly click on it so that the animation can follow the tone. But for now, I'm not gonna play this. We're just gonna see what this consists of. So I'm gonna open my HTML file, and here I have my complete HTML file, and you can see it's very small because there is no magic over here. This is not the magic. But if you but this only shows something, displays our magic to the client or whoever is watching our project. So here I have attached my style sheet, CSS style sheet. I have my audio where I have used the autoplay method, but Chrome doesn't let it run. I have my ringtone.mp3 file, and I have 5 jumpers over here, 5 jumpers. Now what these are, you saw those red blocks, 5 red blocks moving, just expanding their width and collapsing them. These are just, you can say them. Next I have my CSS style sheet. I have set my background color to the same background color that was dancing lines desert background color, you can say whatever it is. Then I have my jumpers and div where I have the set the background color, width, height to the default width, default height, and default margin. Next I have my 5 jumpers, and I gave them different animation key names, but they're all not different. Let me just show you in a moment. Jumper 1 has the animation key name called Jumper 1. Jumper 2 has the animation key name called Jumper 2. Jumper 3 has the animation key name called Jumper 1. Now why is that so? Now let me just jump on to the other two so that I can clearly explain you. Jumper 4 has the animation key name called Jumper 2, and Jumper 5 has the animation key name called Jumper 1. Now why I did this? Well, I wanted two of these jumper 2, the jumper 2 one, jumper 2 and jumper 4 to move first, to take action first. And then I wanted the jumper 1, jumper 3 and jumper 5 to take action. Uh, and I had given them different animation duration just because I wanted them to move differently. I wanted them to move differently. Then I have the animation keyframes where the real magic happens, and I use decimal points in order to make them really large, and this was a really large file, but a successful one, really successful. Great experience, really successful. So, oh my god. I just had some errors over here. I don't know, it's untouched since 2 years. It's untouched from 2 years. There were some errors. I didn't look at them. That time I was using the so-called Notepad++. Notepad++, it's an outdated version of coding. But now I use Sublime Text. But I haven't watched over this project yet. I'm only gonna show you a brief introduction for this. So now I'm gonna run this and show you guys what it is, what it actually is. So let me just close this, and now you're not gonna listen me. So you saw that animation and the whole tune, and you also saw how uh, these squares stopped one by one. That's the result when you change their animation. What was it? Animation duration. When you change their animation duration, this happens. And I just did it along with the my audio. So this project was successful. I had many other dancing line tones. I wanted to do projects on them, but I didn't got time, and so this is the only project I had, and this is the only successful I had 2 years ago as my HTML project. So I have the source in the description below. I have provided the link. So this is the end of the video. Meet you guys in the next one.